Well, here we are. I thought because I'd got the 1972 minifigs, Goblins and Ithiliens out, it might be interesting to have a game a little bit like the ones we used to do when we were but lads. So here we are. Normally I'd have Genesis playing in the background. Or I don't want to infringe anybody's copyright. I bet I wouldn't be though, would I? Because I bought the album. I wouldn't be playing it like off Spotify or anything. I'd be playing it off my CD. So I don't know. Anyway, I'm not risking it. Normally, back in 72, we'd have my mum's tablecloth or my Subbuteo tip pitch upside down. Now, because I'm an old man and I've acquired riches and a pension, I've got a deep cut gaming mat. And normally, again, we'd have twigs out the garden stuck into plasticine or pink fronds my mum always had in a jar. And we'd put them in blue tack and stick them to the table. But here we've got some trees. And we'd have rocks out the garden, and here I've got some decent boulders. So that's the main difference. But we didn't have a lot of scenery, so I haven't put a lot of scenery on. We've got D6s and we've got a tape measure. And this is our game. This is the game we played in the mid-70s. So the basic idea is that the white dice are for the Ithiliens and the black dice are for the Goblins. So I'm going to throw them first, and highest is going to win. Would you believe it? When I threw them down, I got a double one. I've just thrown, I've got double three. This happened when I did the Wild West game. Oh, no. Oh, come on. It's like 2 minutes of the video. If you're enjoying this, please subscribe. Why would you? Okay, Goblins are going to go first. Right. So, the Goblins for movement get 4 dice. There we go. The Ithiliens are only going to get 2. But that's because this horde of Goblins is pouring out of the mountains over there, putting suitable arrow, and they're going to try and get to the white tree. And the Ithiliens are hiding in the forest waiting for them. So the Goblins really need to get to that white tree. Any Goblin that gets to that white tree slips through the forest and gets to the land beyond, where if there's enough of them, they may well cause a headache for the farmers, etc. So what I do is I throw these and I add them together. Nowadays, I would throw a D20, but we didn't have D20s back then. So we have to do sums. So I've got 14 there. Every 2 is an action. So that means I've got 7 actions. Adds up to 14 divided by 2, 7. So I've got 7 actions. I know nobody's in range at the moment. Range for the Goblins is only 12. So I don't want to sort of run lots of Goblins on their own because they'll get picked off. So I'm going to come as a horde, and I can move 7, and they move 6. So I'm going to do that. I could move 1 twice. I can't move him more than twice, but I'm not doing that. So that's 1. That's 2. That's 3. That's 4. That's 5. That's 6. That's 7. Now, that doesn't leave me any shots. I've used all 7 of my actions. So now the Ithiliens, they only get 2 dice at this point. 7. It has to be a whole number. So that becomes 6. So they've got 3 actions. And I think I might just... No, I'm going to have to come out and face them. So I'm going to send out a spearman there. Spearman there. I'm going to send out an archer here. And I've got an action left. So I'm going, I don't pre-measure, I've got to work it out. Could that archer get 24? Yes, he could. So he gets a shot and he shoots with 4 dice. And I've got to get the distance. So the distance is 9. So I've got to get 9 or more. Yeah, 9 or less I'd miss, wouldn't I? 6, 7, 8, 9, bang on. Shot him. Now there's no saves. The saves in this game were if you missed, that was saving. If you get shot with an arrow, if that goblin gets hit with an Ithilien's arrow, he's going home. Or to heaven. He ain't going home. Right, so first blood to the Ithiliens. Goblins again. 10, 12, 15. Becomes 14, becomes 7. I think I might carry on with the horde sort of mentality. Yeah, I'm going to. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And the reason why I didn't measure was because I've gone behind those front ones that I did measure. So that's them. The Ithiliens now. 11 becomes 10, that's 5 actions. Now I've seen that first guy shot, I was quite impressed with that. So I'm going to move him 6. That's 1 action. I got 10, didn't I? 5 actions. I've got 4 actions left. Right, okay. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to shoot. Oh no, I can shoot once with him because he's had an action. Maximum 2 actions. I can shoot once with him. I'm going to move him and I'm going to shoot once with him because that's 1 action, 2 actions. So they've all got 1 action left. He's done nothing. Right, okay. So he's got the range now, so we can. I can measure him because I've already done it. It's now 12. Oh, I've got him. Bosh. Yeah, got him. 12. So, there we go. Second one. That's 10. Oh, he's very dead. That's a technical term. And the guy next to him, that's 10. Yeah. Okay. Wash. Wallop. Right, we're ploughing through them. Okay. 4 Ithiliens did that. When they're gone, they're gone. So that's a bit of an issue for them. Right, here they come. They better do a bit of... They're still not close enough to even shoot yet. 10, 14, 7. I think we're going to start shooting back. So I'm going to move... 1, 2, 3, and then I'll move 1 swordsman up to this group, and then I've got 1 shot for each of them. Now they only shoot with 2 dice because they're rubbish shots. Look at the little bows. But they've moved up. He's 4 now. Oh, we missed. Oh dear, 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 dear. He missed. I shouldn't laugh. That's not nice. Second one, he's going to shoot at him again. Yeah, that got him. And the last one, that got him. Because the Ithiliens have got so few men, they can't really afford the losses. Right, okay. Ithiliens. What am I doing? That's rubbish. Ithiliens only throw 2 dice. Movement. 9 becomes 8, becomes 4. Oh, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go, whoops, 1, 2, 3, 4. What we used to like about this game is the unpredictability of it. You never know. It's one of those, obviously they're not equal, and the goblins, to be honest, the goblins usually get shot. But I like the idea that it could go any way. It's a nightmare for them. So I've got 4. I'm talking to you, I've forgotten how many turns I've got. I suspect I moved 4 because I had 8. You're going to laugh at, you're going to shout at me if that's wrong, but that's what I'm saying. I get 4 dice to shoot, so guessing he's 4 away because there was 4 when they fired at me. So that's him gone. And these are not going to be far, are they? 5, 6. Err on the side of caution. Whoop. Bobble, bobble, bobble. 5. Plowing them down. And I've got 1 more. This is going to be a longer shot. Be him. 12. So I crack with 12. There we go. Oh yeah. Got him. Oh, the goblins are struggling here. But they do get 4 dice for actions because they're a horde charging. 16, which is 8. 8. Wonder if they could make a dint coming round that corner up there. Yeah, let's do that. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. And then those 4 guys are all shooting. Oh, he's going to shoot at him. 6. Yeah. You can see him now. There's no cover because the rule was if they're behind cover, you can't shoot at them. You've got to shoot at people in the open. Nope, that's a miss. So I've got 1 more. 9 is a hit. Ah, right. That sort of put the mockers there on the Ithiliens. Because they've only got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 men left. And the goblins have got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30. Right, okay. So then the Ithiliens have only got 2, 3, 4, 5 archers. I cannot see the Ithiliens holding that position. I just think the Goblins are going to overwhelm them. I can't see why the Goblins wouldn't overwhelm them now. That was a bit devastating coming around that corner. I need to be further away. And I think I might be better because these things are always part of a campaign. So there is a map. This is a square on a map. And I know that beyond this withered forest is farms and farmland. So I might be better bugging out, setting up a defence of the farms and warning other nearby troops. And I've not looked closely enough at the map to know who's nearby to bolster the defences. So that is what I'm going to do. Yeah, so there we go. Battle skirmish in the forest. And it proved to be somewhat difficult. I should show you those Ithiliens there. I suppose we should also then show you the approaching Goblin horde. I don't know what you think, but that's the game we played back in the 70s. We had different rules for different races. This was just the Goblins and the human. Well, the Ithiliens are good archers, so they take more of a pounding. I must admit, I thought they'd do better than that. So there you go. Shows how much I know. All right. Well, hey, thank you for watching. I hope it's given you a bit of some sort of inspiration. And ta-ra, chop.